Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Rising Canadian star Victoria Mboko set for marquee match against Coco Gauff at NBO. Montreal. Even at 4 years old, Victoria Mboko hated the taste of defeat. Pierre Lamarche remembers the little ball of energy waiting eagerly for her turn, while her older sister, Gracia, exchanged rallies with him at his tennis academy in Burlington, Ontario. When we had to pick up the balls, Vicky would take a racket and jump on the baseline. Lamarche said, "Right away you saw. Wow, okay. I just remember the way she was so intense, and she just hated losing. She couldn't stand losing to one of her brothers or her sister." It's no surprise to Canada's former Davis Cup team captain that 14 years later, Mboko is a budding star in the sport. Lamarche saw it coming long before Mboko's ferocious forehand turned heads on the pro circuit this year. The 18-year-old from Toronto has rocketed up the WTA rankings, climbing from number 333 at the start of the year to number 85 this week. That number is guaranteed to rise into the 70s with her run to the National Bank Open's fourth round in Montreal. Mboko cruised past 23rd seed and former Grand Slam champion Sofia Kenin in straight sets, then rallied from a dismal first set to knock out Marie Bouzkova 1-6, 6-3, 6-0 in a relentless comeback Thursday night. I just sent her a text last night. The only thing I said, "Wow," Lamarche said Friday in a phone interview. After playing the way she did the first set, somebody could be embarrassed. She's a tough cookie. She doesn't give up. Next up, a marquee matchup against top seed and world number 2 Coco Gauff on IGA Stadium's center court Saturday night. Mboko's coach, former Wimbledon finalist Natalie Tauziat, believes she's not afraid of the moment. She has been training for a long time for this. Tauziat said, "Vicky, she knew already that she had great potential. So I think in her head she is ready, and right now she is making her dream come true." Mboko's showdown with Gauff, one of the biggest in her young career, comes at a vulnerable time for the American star. Gauff has scraped by with 3-set victories in both her Montreal matches, double faulting a combined 37 times. The two players met on clay in Rome last May, when Mboko took the first set, but ultimately lost 3-6, 6-2, 6-1. Gauff, this year's French Open champion, said Thursday she expects a tough match on the hard court. "She's definitely playing like one of the top players in the world right now," she said. "Her ranking will definitely match that soon." The youngest of 4 siblings, Mboko was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, before her family, originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo, settled in Toronto. Lamarche recalled meeting Mboko's mother, Godi, at an academy. "She came to talk to me and said, 'What am I going to do with my family? We just moved from the States. We don't know where to go. I've got 4 kids,' he said. 'I said, don't worry about it. Just move to Burlington, and we'll take care of you.' I just had the utmost respect for the family. The father was working night shifts. The mother was working." Mboko, meanwhile, was rapidly moving up at Lamarche's Ace Tennis Academy with unmatched power to her game. By the time she was 12, Lamarche mapped out a 6-year plan to break into the WTA's top 100. "And it happened," he said. "We knew she was special. In our pathway of 5 programs, she leaped. It's like going to school and starting in grade 3, and then going to grade 6. Mboko left the academy in 2017. She went on to rank number 6 on the junior circuit and win 2 junior Grand Slams in doubles in 2022. Before a nagging knee injury stalled her progress. Now healthy, Mboko has trained under Tauziat since December, with much success. The big serving, 5'9" Mboko owns a stellar 48-8 record in all competitions this year. She's won 5 tournaments on the lower-tier ITF Tour. Mboko reached the French Open's 3rd round and Wimbledon's 2nd round in her first 2 Grand Slams. Mboko hits the ball with ferocity, like she's searching for a winner with every strike. While that attribute is key to her success, Lamarche also thinks Mboko needs more variety in her game to become one of the best. Last night, the 3rd set, my God, I've never seen such quality, but it certainly helps when you have a plan B or a plan C, he said. People figure out how to play you. I mean, Everybody must be scared of playing Vicky. She hits the ball so hard, but nobody's really studied how to play her yet. If Mboko stays healthy and engaged, Tauziat believes there's no limit to what she can achieve. She is at the level of the best, Tauziat said. If she's not hurt, if she works well and we keep this routine that we have, I'm telling you, she can beat anyone. This report by the Canadian press was first published August 1, 2025. Daniel Rainbird, the Canadian press. At just 18 years old, Victoria Mboko has captured the Canadian spotlight, and with good reason. Born and raised in Toronto to Congolese parents, Mboko's rise this season has been meteoric. A record-setting streak on the ITF circuit, her first Grand Slam main draw victory at Roland Garros, and now a brilliant comeback run at her home tournament, the National Bank Open NBO in Montreal. TSN, +14. Wikipedia, +14. PFSN, +14. Glowing star the story so far, Mboko's ascent to center court. Victoria Mboko entered the NBO as one of 9 Canadians in the women's main draw, and has been the only one standing come 4th round. National Bank Open, +1. Coast Reporter, +1. After beating Kimberly Birrell in round 1 and former Australian Open champion Sophia Kenin in round 2, she produced one of the tournament's signature wins, rallying from a heavy first-set loss to dismantle world number 39 Marie Boskova 1-6, 6-3, 6-0. She hammered 32 winners in that match, despite 10 double faults, an emotional showcase powered by the electrified IGA Stadium crowd. PFSN, +6. Coast Reporter, +6. PFSN, +6. That performance marked her 6th win over a top 5 player this season, and propelled her as the 5th teenager in the last decade to reach the WTA 1000 round of 16 at age 18, alongside names like Gauff, Swiatek, and Bencic. PFSN, +8. Diary Oaz, +8. Coast Reporter, +8. Tennis opponent spotlight, Coco Gauff, the number 1 seed. Standing in her path is Coco Gauff, the U.S. star and reigning French Open champion, seeded number 1 in Montreal. Gauff himself has battled through 2 consecutive 3-setters, beating Veronika Kudermetova and Danielle Collins, showing grit but also persistent service issues. A combined 37 double faults so far this tournament. Sportskeeda.com, +13. Reuters.com, +13. PFSN, +13. The two rivals met earlier this year in Rome on clay. Mboko opened strong, claiming the first set, but Gauff shifted gears to win 3-6, 6-2, 6-1. The hard courts of Montreal promise a different dynamic. National Bank Open, +14. nsnews.com, +14. Coast Reporter, +14. Fire clash at center court, storylines and stakes. Narrative showdown, underdog Canadian wild card against the establishment star in a marquee showdown on home soil. A dream matchup crafted by fate. Pressure versus fearlessness. Gauff is the favorite, shouldering expectations. Mboko with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Serve volatility. Gauff's double fault woes loom large. Mboko's aggressive return game and power could exploit those cracks. Growth and redemption. After their first meeting in Rome, Mboko has matured rapidly. Her tour-level record now 499, with standout wins at majors and ITF circuits. Gauff acknowledges it. She's definitely playing like one of the top players in the world right now. Her ranking will definitely match that soon. Tennis.com. Artist palette a creative reimagining. Tennis is theater. Act 1. The Rising Star. Picture a quiet storm in Toronto. An ambitious teenager who hates losing. From picking balls on the baseline at 4 to becoming Canada's youngest Grand Slam match winner, Mboko's temperament is forged in fire. Now, as the stadium lights blaze and the national anthem fades, she's here to make her claim. Act 2. The Warrior Spirit. Her match against Boskova wasn't just a win, it was an exclamation. Dropping the first set 1-6, then unleashing a ferocious comeback powered by relentless determination. She closed with a bagel set, not just beating her opponent, but stamping authority. Act 3. David versus Goliath. Coco Gauff arrives in Canada sporting major titles. She moves with the physical beauty of a champion, and yet every crack in her armor is visible. Shaky serves, double faults, tight moments. Can the youth of Mboko catch her in those moments? Can the home crowds roar up into veterans' composure? Act 4. Center Court Crescendo. Under July lights at IGA Stadium, every rally becomes pulsing poetry. Mboko's booming forehands, her fluid movement across the court, the way she resets after mistakes. This is performance at its finest. Gauff, steady, powerful, fiercely competitive, loads pressure onto her racket strings, daring Mboko to match fire with fire. Magnifying glass tilted right beyond the match. Regardless of the outcome, this match cements Mboko's arrival on tennis's global stage. Should she prevail, she'll have toppled a major champion in front of her home fans. Even in defeat, she stands tall, a fresh face delivering breakthrough moments and confidence worth watching. For women's tennis in Canada, she's more than a wild card. She's a symbol of growth in a multicultural, ambitious sports nation. And for global tennis, she's a reminder. The next star is always waiting in the wings. Brain what to watch. Element key factor. Serve consistency. Gauff's double faults versus Mboko's aggressive serving. Momentum shifts. Will Mboko push early and test Gauff's rhythm? Mental fortitude. Can Gauff absorb early pressure? Can Mboko handle big moment nerves? Crowd energy. A passionate Canadian crowd can be a rocket or a distraction. Sports medal. Final thought. This is more than just a round of 1-6 match. It's a clash of generations, of badminton kicks turned into tennis artistry. Mboko brings hunger, raw power, and local pride. Gauff brings poise, pedigree, and championship pedigree. At the heart of Montreal's IGA Stadium, a new chapter in Canadian tennis is being written, and Victoria Mboko is in the spotlight. We're about to see if she seizes it.